to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And we are underway from Indianapolis. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
And there's a word that constantly gets thrown around with this guy when you talk to anyone in the building. Potential. They are sky high on what they believe he can grow into in the role of a starting quarterback. In addition, there are plenty around the league who think that as well. And years from now, he can still be leading this offense out.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 28-yard line.
They go play action here. Purdy. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. You look at this Colt defense. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And McKee will look to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now 2nd and 3. Going to run with Madison again. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They run for the first time with Ty Chandler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll go Madison up the middle. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling...
Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Texans will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
2nd down and 8. from the gun. It's a run for Kamara. And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. It's Zaven Collins who got in there to get the sack.
Even keeping the back end for extra protection on third down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and they will take over 1st and 10. As the Colts offense makes their way out, we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. 3rd and 7 now. McKee now to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
McKee to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Here's McKee. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a give to Madison. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Back to throw, McKee. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Cooper Kupp, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now we'll pause for an injury here. That's George Pickens, the receiver who's in some discomfort. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. These two teams, they met in Houston earlier in the season with the Texans coming out on top. So if they can find a way to win here in Indianapolis, they would take the season series 2-0. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
First down, Texans.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there of 22.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Kamara is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. This is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Still in the first quarter, but what a great start for them. I mean, they've controlled the airways, Charles, on both sides. They had the passing touchdown. Then they intercept the pass of the other squad and take it back for another score.
Brandon, I know we have a ton of time left, but what an early backbreaker they just delivered. They're up early, and they appear to be totally dialed in. And that offense, they're forced to run right back out, still shaking up a bit, but feeling the pressure to put something on the scoreboard. They've got to be careful here.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession. As they've got it as we resume action. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Houston set to take over. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On 2nd down, Kamara. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at about the 14. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And McKee now. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And the Texans will take over.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Play action. Now Purdy.
Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
The Texans on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara.
And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. Now Purdy.
Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run it again with Kamara. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Back to throw, Purdy.
He gets it left side to Johnson. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
Here's Purdy. Well, this one complete. It's Rashee Rice.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. Boy, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside.
Got his man there, complete to Gallup.
And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right. They'll run it with Kamara. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Again, Kamara. Trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line.
This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need another stop here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans.
Alvin Kamara with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are back within a score. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends are on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Colts getting another possession here on offense. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially a throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers.
And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans.
This offense, thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions, and then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 9. Purdy.
He finds his man Johnson. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Purdy looking to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Throw left side complete. That's Higgins. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. We remind you in just a couple of minutes we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw.
That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
His throw caught at about the 5.
And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal.
Purdy now to throw.
Touchdown, Texans.
Pat Freiermuth.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Texans are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is in a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
The Colts going to take over now late in this first half. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
McKee now to throw.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Throwing here, Purdy.
And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Colts are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on first and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on fourth down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. First and goal and you throw the pick, not good at all.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They'll try again from the 20 on second and 10.
Here's McKee.
And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
10 yards to go.
This time they stay on the ground. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Final play of the half, Purdy.
He's going to loft one deep left side here.
And that's going to be incomplete.
So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided. So let's get right to it. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And the first half was not kind to him, and he knows that. 3 interceptions, but still tied, so kind of a clean slate.
I'd say it's a reprieve because ordinarily you throw 3 interceptions, your team should be behind. So he has to be thinking to himself, okay, I'm off the hook for that one. I have to play better for my team here in the second half.
So the completion good for just 3, and that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw. McKee.
Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Back to throw. McKee.
A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 38-yard line.
Now he'll try to run with this. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
McKee. Complete to Johnston here.
And he's got this down to the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
McKee to throw here.
He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Now a 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the 26.
And McKee will look to throw it. On the out route, he finds Johnston.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Here's Madison running on first down. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
Talk about controlling the football and controlling the drive. And with runs like that, they'll continue to do exactly that.
Now a handoff to Chandler.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back.
On the handoff, it's Madison.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alexander Madison, a 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Colts have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Again, it's Kamara. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
51 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
A short one there to Freiermuth.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 40. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here. That pass completed to Dortch.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
Down to the 25.
During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Now, this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. Back to throw, Purdy.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. Purdy with it on 3rd and long.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and that'll bring him back within 4.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
And McKee now. He'll air this one out for Boyd.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Texans are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken, because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st down, Houston.
A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Colts 38-yard line.
Out of the gun, Purdy.
Johnson's got it complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 23. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Purdy to throw it on 1st down.
Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 18-yard line.
Purdy from the gun. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it.
That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Purdy looking to throw.
That's caught once again by Gallup. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Ball start, offense.
A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal.
Shotgun now with Purdy. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Great defense there on 3rd and goal. They took away everything. Forced him to fire that one to the sideline where no one could get it.
Zerline's kick is up and through, and that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And he returns this to the 22.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look.
Well, here we sit, Week 17. Just one more week in the regular season after this one. So if you're one of these teams trying to make a move and improve your spot or jump in from the outside, Charles, you better make that move now.
And these final games are often a good barometer for all those teams fighting for position or a wild card spot. They have to be able to get the job done these last 2 weeks before things get even tougher when the playoffs officially begin.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I want to wait until the season's over. But he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility plays. They just have not found a way to block him consistently.
Myles Garrett, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. And he's able to get it out of there. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, Purdy. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. From the 35, here's 2nd down and 3. Here's Purdy. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Houston.
Now on 1st down, it's Purdy. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
At the 26-yard line.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Throwing left side, it's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now Purdy. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down and goal. Purdy sets up to throw again. And he wisely will throw that one away. Unsuccessful pass on 3rd down, but at least you got 3 points here in your hip pocket.
Yeah, and I would take it from my hip pocket and put it right on the shoe of my kicker and go get those 3 points. This isn't even a discussion to me. This is a chance to take the lead after a good drive. Do it.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And the Colts coming out now. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. They'll start on the ground with Madison. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
McKee. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's McKee. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
And now out comes Houston.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down.
From the 43, here's second down and 7.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 74 yards rushing now for Kamara, and it's a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Toss wide side. This is Kamara. And he gets it down to the 32. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
A gain of 3 on the play. And the Texans first down.
Straight ahead, Gibson.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
They'll go again with Gibson.
And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive. But sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose. And just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Now a second and 10. Shotgun handoff to Gibson.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Now Purdy. And off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to at least make it a 5-point cushion. Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will push the lead up to 5. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
So the Colts now down by 5. A minute 47 on the clock. A chance to end this season with a bang as they come up with a 1st and 10. Back to throw.
And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be second down. Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Back to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
And he's taken down inside the 30.
Here's 1st down.
They'll look to throw.
Looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Hang on here. We got an injury. And, yeah, it's Cooper Kupp who's going to receive some attention following that last play. Well, Week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Texans defense stands tall. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Partner, they took a knee to finish this one off. To me, that's the only thing they lost in the 4th quarter. How about that comeback?
Yeah, trailed coming into the last frame. Got it done, taking the knee. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Houston,
a victory in Week 18 gives them a final mark of 13 up and 4 down.
And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Colts,
they wanted desperately to finish above 500, but that will not happen as it is an 8-9 season in the end.
And they can take solace in the fact that this team never quit all the way to the end. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.